Shiriashi home, Tsutsumi and Iryo learn the truth about many things, including the death of Kankichiro Iwai. They hurry to the high school after learning that Michio Shiriashi knew the whereabouts of Nojima's hideout. Yes! Yay! I'm so excited! Komagata High School. Boss, I just talked to the Sumida police. Oh, what now? They found an abandoned van in the Chiba Mountains that looked like it had been in an accident. They couldn't lift any fingerprints from it, but they found blood splatters on the front. And guess what? The blood is a perfect match for Michio's. Oh. So it must have been the van that hit Michio. You got it. It's all thanks to Yoshimi that we were able to find that out. The license plate had been removed, though, and they even scraped off the vehicle identification number. It'll take a while to identify the owner. Now they're trying to figure out if the van was sighted anywhere between the scene of the crime and where it was dumped. Got it. Thanks for the report. I guess we still can't rule out the possibility that Michio did commit suicide. She was so young, and all the adults in her life did was push her around. By the way, boss, we've confirmed that Michio died in a vehicular collision. But we are sure that it was really an accident? Good question. I was wondering the same thing. The damage done by the collision indicates the driver was traveling at considerable speed, but there were no brake marks to be found. Exactly, which suggests they may have been intentionally targeting Michio. Then what was the motive, you think? Who would have had reason to kill Michio? The first person that comes to mind is Kankichiro Iwai. After all, she knew about his crimes. But then, Iwai was supposedly able to control Michio by intimidation alone. There's also that teacher who was taking advantage of Michio, Kohei Jonoichi. But to say he killed her to stop people from finding out that he was blackmailing her doesn't seem likely somehow. You're right. Though both of them have fallen prey to her curse. That's true. In that case, it's quite possible she'll also decide to exact revenge on the person who ran her over. Not just possible, she may have already done it last night, just like with Iwai. Is there anything else that could have served him as a motive? That talisman, maybe? The one Yoshimi was looking for? Oh, do you think someone wanted to take it from her? Well, the talisman wasn't found on her remains, nor in her house. But doesn't a hit and run seem like too drastic a measure to go for a little talisman? Then in the end, it might have just been an unfortunate accident after all. Yeah, it looks that way. He still doesn't look tired after all this running around. Wish I had all that stamina. That we got permission to use the school as our base of operations. The principal and head teacher were a little reluctant at first, but they were convinced that it'd help the investigation. Dealing with all this must be a real headache for those guys. I should thank them later. Alright. Look around for bird. Aha! Bird! Mockingbird number 15. The quackitude. Very cute. Let's see, anything else? Either way, what we need now is a testimony from Michio herself. With a bit of luck, we may be able to ask her what happened during the crash ourselves. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that particular development. I still have my doubts that it'll be so easy. Either way, we won't be able to do this unless Miho and Yako turn up. I'd rather have them come sooner rather than later, but I guess we just have to wait. Shall we head inside? Alright then. Oh hey, Iryo, I wanted to ask you something. Aye, boss. Geez, you're an eager beaver. I haven't even said what it was yet. Right, well, what is it then? Can't remember what you had for dinner last night? Looks like that agent over there is having some trouble with his pen. So if you've got a spare, go lend it to him. And for the record, I had katsudon last night. No need to worry about me going senile just yet. Oh, I know I look like a genius, but I don't think I came across as the type to carry spare pens on my person. You a genius? You're dreaming. But if his pen just stopped working, he can go get it going again with a bit of nail polish remover. Nail polish remover? Yeah, you know, what you used to remove nail polish. Never used it before? Do I look like I would have? Don't make me sound crazy for not having used the stuff. I doubt you have either. Oh no, I've used it alright. Did you know that it can remove oil-based ink stains? Which is also why it can't be used to why it can be used to fix old dried up pen nibs. Whatever's in there removes the ink. Also doubles as a way to unclog pens. Good to know. Still wouldn't call you a genius, but it's something. Hi, Falls. You gotta make sure the remover doesn't mix with the ink though, or it'll ruin it. Doesn't that defeat the purpose? Not to worry, I don't have nail polish remover on me right now anyway. Oh, no problem then. That doesn't fix anything. Long story short, I don't have a spare pen. Geez, alright, I'll let him know. Boss, I thought we were going to wait for Mio in the school. Okay, just double checking. Alright, let's move. Alright, let's go wait inside the school. I'm sure they'll be here any moment. But will they? The record of Fate's Yin Scroll may contain a way to put a stop to the curse. Yako and Mio head back to Komagata High School to share this information with Sumi. Yako Sakazaki. Komagata High School. Oh, yes. Ain't that interesting? The record of Fate's Yin Scroll, huh? Well done, you two. That's some good info you got from that teacher. Thank you. Good job, boss. Operation Schoolgirl was a success. Irio, stop making these things sound weird. Anyways, let's share what we found at Michio Shirayoshi's house. Yes, please. Yes. A man named Iwai kidnapped sacrifices for black magic? And Michio helped with the kidnapping? And Mr. Jonoichi used that to blackmail her? Based on the report and looking at the circumstances surrounding the deaths of Jonoichi and Iwai, if Michio Shirayashi did it, it would make sense. Furthermore, there are signs that Michio Shirayashi wanted someone to notice. Huh? Really? The ribbon that was left at the scene of Kohei's death is proof of that. Mio, I'm guessing you knew that already. Yes, ever since this morning. But there's one piece of information I need. But I think we're near her limit. So, she knows. Mio knows that Yako is possessed by Michio. I'm pretty sure that's what she's getting at. That Yako's almost at her limit. That's why in the last one, we killed that guy. About the record of Fate's Yin Scroll. So if we get this record of Fate's Yin Scroll, we'll be able to dispel the curse? Yes, the source of this curse is a tragic event called the Honjo incident that dates back to the Edo period. An onmyoji named Simon Suki Mikado is said to have recorded a way to deal with the curse. So I think there may be a way to dispel the curse. Right. I'll leave how to approach this to you, Mio. I'll check with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau as well, but please make finding the record of Fate's Yin Scroll your top priority. Understood. But how do we go about looking for it? It's possible the descendants of Simon have inherited it, but I don't think they're aware of its existence. It'd be nice if we had a clan crest or something to go off of. Maybe we'll have to ask at Paranormal Affairs. That reminds me, Mio, was the Western black magic used by Iwai and Najima really just an imitation? Huh? Why are you asking me? Oh, Boss said that you knew about this sort of thing. Carbon's irritating me. Do you not? Well, I mean, I have some knowledge, but how strange. I don't think I've ever told anyone that. It's okay, Mio. No one's judging you. Right, but it still feels a little weird. So what's your opinion on it as someone familiar with Western black magic? If I could have a look at their grimoire, I could be sure, but based on their methods, I'd say they imitated black magic popular around 300 years ago. It was advertised as magic anyone could use and was employed as camouflage to evade witch hunters. It's notable because they purposefully required living sacrifices to make it difficult to disprove its authenticity. Wow, you know so much. I'm impressed. It totally matches with the vibe you've got going on. What do you mean by that? Don't worry, have some confidence. Right. Thanks, I guess? If that black magic is just an imitation, then we probably don't have to worry about it. I'm just glad things aren't getting even more confusing than they already are. Oh, right. About the mastermind. I had an idea. Huh? What is it? This is about the chairwoman of Haihaku Soaps, isn't it? You mentioned her when you were telling us about that Iwai curse. She has money, too. It would also match Hideki Ariashi's accounts of a woman's voice. An evil business lady with supernatural powers, a classic setting. If only we could confirm those powers of hers were actually real. We'll need to keep an eye on her. I'll tell HQ to look into her. Now then, if we're nearing the limit, I'll stop beating around the bush. Time to tell it to you straight. Yako Sakazaki. What? Me? Yes? Take out your curse stone and give it to Mio. My curse stone? It's just been in my pocket all this time. Thanks. I'm just going to borrow it for a second. Well? Yes. There are soul dregs inside after all. What? How did this happen? I didn't do anything, I swear. You have to believe me. It's okay. We know. Yako, calm down and listen to what I'm about to tell you. But... There's no mistake that Jonoichi and Iwai were killed by that curse stone. But the one who committed the act is... the ghost of Michio Shiriashi that is inside you, Yako Sakazaki. I called it! I called it. Called it. Called it. What? What? Inside me? What? What do you mean? It's okay, Yako. Please calm down and listen. You've been possessed, Yako. By Michio's ghost. What? It probably happened when you were offering flowers at the site of the accident. Filled with regret, her lingering ghost reacted to the presence of her old friend and entered you, Yako. No way, you mean Michio's ghost is inside me? I've explained this once before, but just because you've been possessed doesn't mean that you lose control of yourself. Normally, the mind will reject such attempts, and it'd do nothing more than affect one's mood or energy levels. But Michio had powerful spirit sense to begin with. And because she was your friend, your mind was open to accepting Michio's spirit. So for those reasons, your minds merged without any issue. It's going to be difficult to separate her from you at this point, which also means it will be difficult to guide her spirit to the afterlife. No way, we've merged? Me and Michio's minds are... But I don't feel any different at all. I mean, I'm me, I think. That's because after she merged with you, Michio started to believe she was you as well. As a ghost possessing you, she's not fully conscious, only really a jumble of vague memories. Still, there are traces of her consciousness and memories as Michio Shiriashi. You've been acting a little different from usual. You would also sometimes react when coming into contact with things with a powerful influence. Really? That having been said, if we don't have a proper understanding of the regrets Michio Shiriashi had when she died and why, it would be difficult to separate her from you. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm sorry. If I carelessly provoked her ghost, it could have risked causing her to dig even deeper into your mind. Oh no. When we mentioned limits earlier, we mean that by letting things proceed like this, there's a possibility that you will join completely, making it impossible to separate her ghost from you. If that happens, you'll never be able to tell which of your thoughts belong to her and which belong to you. What? That's so scary. You mean I won't be myself anymore? Oh, but if it's Michio, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Oh, I don't know. What should I do? But it was actually Michio who used the curse stone while I was unaware, wasn't it? Doesn't that mean her ghost has already taken over my body? Well, about that. I think that's probably the effect of the curse amplifying murderous impulses and the influence of the Feast of Shadows. While you were sleeping, the ghost's powers were boosted. And strengthened by the feast, Michio's consciousness surfaced and took control of your body. Then that means... I was the one who killed them. I cursed them both. Ah! Yako, no, you were being controlled. Right, Inspector? Yeah, that's right. It's likely she'd be recognized as not being responsible for the crime due to the possession. It's not something you can control. No need to worry about that. No, you're wrong. I wanted to kill them too. Those feelings must have come out. It's not only Michio's fault. I mean, when I learned that Michio didn't commit suicide, I wished that all the cruel adults around me would just die. I had the curse done with me, and I wanted to get revenge for Michio if the chance came. That's how I felt. Yako, because Michio wasn't able to escape Michio get revenge all by herself. Michio tried so hard to keep on living in silence, and I treated those feelings like they were worthless. I should have done it myself right away. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Michio. That's why I killed them.